red, blue, purple light things. Red, blue, purple light things. Facts. Red, blue, purple light things. Red and blue, purple light things. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we're stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let me know how we sound on the audio, all right? Welcome to TechKNOW Tuesdays. Can you hear me now? All right, loud and clear. Okay, so welcome everyone to another episode of TechKNOW Tuesdays. This is episode number 27, featuring the good brother Red Pillar in Spin City. And without any further ado, I want to bring to you our good brother, none other than Spin City in the building.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Peace to the family. How am I sounding on my end? What is it sounding like? Is it shaky?
Sound A1 on my side.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Peace to the family. Peace to the guys. You know what I'm saying? Peace to you and yours. You know what I'm saying? I hope all y'all having a good day for a TechKNOW Tuesdays day show. You know what I'm talking about?
It feels different.
On a day show?
Yeah, TechKNOW Tuesday when the sun is out. It feel a little different.
Hey, for real.
Feels like this is where it's supposed to be, Spin.
Day shows?
Definitely day show. It's supposed to be the day show.
Yeah, with the sun out, you know what I'm talking about?
You feel me?
Good
Talking
stuff.
that techno talk with the sun out, with the, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? With my toe text.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, you know what I mean? We rocking wheels, a bunch of tech news on the rise as usual. You know what I mean? So we get together every Tuesday, y'all. And we talk everything tech, AI, software, and robotics for the culture, by the culture. You know what I mean? We know the Pillar Brothers in the building. Your boy Spin City is always grateful to be here speaking with y'all.
Indeed.
Oh
Had some
yeah. See
very,
now that it's broad daylight, they all checking in, man.
they all checking in. That's right. They all tapping in. Because our techie people are day people, Spin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm finding out. You know what I'm talking about? When
Yeah.
we live at night, they busy vibe coding or developing something, working on some computations. So it's definitely a day thing. Shout out to
Yeah.
everybody that's out there. I'm gonna go ahead and do roll call so we could be fair and see where everybody is tapping in from on the motherboard, and then we'll get into the conversation today. There's so much to talk about in the technosphere. I don't know where to begin, but we're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
All right. So shout out to NYC, of course, in the building. I happen to be in the NYC at the moment. I'm in Brooklyn to be exact, the planet of Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Actually by the ocean. It's a vibe out here. So shout out to all of the NYC family. We had a dope event yesterday at Nicholas, Brooklyn. I'm gonna play a clip in a little while. Black Dot was in the building. Blue was in the building. Red was in the building. Family was in the building. It was Pat, Monique, the owner, Kafunya, Sister Kafunya was in the building. So yeah, shout out to New York.
Man, y'all have had such a turned up. Let me just say the Pillar Brothers
Yes. What we
and
doing?
y'all just been cooking this East Coast, cooking this down south, cooking this Northeast, that just cooking. They so in real life, you know what I mean? That's why I had to get on my travels. I'm like, bro, my big bros is like turning up so
It's
crazy. Big
it's
mountain,
yo,
list
bro. Spin.
IRL.
We didn't hibernate the whole winter
Yeah.
season. We was in a cave. You know what I mean? We was in a man cave cooking. You feel me, on a Foreman grill. But it's definitely summer 2025. We can only do it one time. You know what I mean? This is a red summer. So the idea of the summer is to move around and activate and have experiences and just be places, pop out. So it's been a beautiful, we just getting started, to be honest with you, but it's been a
Man, of
beautiful
course.
experience thus far. Um, we going global, Span. We about to spin the globe. You know, I'm talking about me and you and the team.
I
Yeah,
do
we
got
about to.
Spin the Globe coming out every Saturday, man. Just because you said that.
That's right. We about to
I
spin the
launched
globe.
yeah, I launched Technically Speaking last Thursday for the first episode. And
Oh
then
yes, congratulations on that,
oh
y'all.
yeah.
Clap it up. The brother launched, technically speaking.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I just go in there. That's all speaking. You won't get the same news that you get from TechKNOW Tuesday. TechKNOW is all about the demonstration, plus follow up. Technically speaking, is actually speaking on why and how AI, tech, software, smart cars, smart world, smart house, da da da. So yeah, that's definitely something fun that something fun that I brought up. And then I'm gonna do Spin the Globe. And it's all about pretty much my world views, more of a personal
Right,
brand. So yeah, definitely always shout out to Red for making me a streamer. You know what I'm talking about?
right. We need more of it. Content is king, right? We're feeding the world. Feed the world.
Man,
Make
what?
it a better place. We in the soup kitchen, and we need, we need more cooks in the kitchen and whatnot. So salute to you on your endeavors. Continue to grow, continue to expand, and inspire others to do such. And that way, we're gonna see this whole industry, because that's what we consist of. We belong
Exactly.
to an industry, right? Not a community, an
Mm-hmm.
industry.
Mm-hmm.
And once you begin to look at it through the eyes of an industry, right, then you'll begin to see how industrious and how illustrious you can be. This
Yeah,
strong, and I was in Brooklyn at a fair, a festival. It's in its 53rd year, and it's an international African arts festival, and it brings out a lot of vendors and whatnot.
uh-huh.
It was beautiful. It was magnificent, right? It was outstanding. You know what I'm talking about? I literally wanted
Sure.
to go. I wanted a budget so I could go in there and you know, and just and clean it up. But what I didn't notice and what was missing and what needs to be at the next festival is technology,
Yeah, definitely.
melanated technology. You feel me? Not just technology as in hardware, but technology as in software,
Yep.
technology as in services, technology
Yep.
as in products, right? What's glaringly apparent to me from going to these festivals since not just the summer started, because I went to the Malcolm X Festival in Atlanta, all the way up to this festival, that there's a changing of the guards. And some of the
Mm-hmm.
elders and the older people who've been doing this for 30, 40, and 50, that those festivals are beginning to see their twilight days. And that the people are looking for a newer iteration of culture, technology, festivities, commerce, and family kind of put into one skin or one
Yeah,
type of,
definitely. Hell yeah.
yeah, they want that. I want to see the babies learning about technology. You know, I want to see the babies painting with, you know, real paintbrushes and with digital paintbrushes. I want to see people doing graffiti pieces that are 100 feet tall, utilizing a tablet. You know, I want to see robotics and things of that nature. I want to see drone races and drone art and, you know, just drones for sale, but
Yeah,
black
drones for
owned,
sale.
melanated owned. Say it again.
Yeah, drones for sale. How that sound? Open your coat. Drones for sale.
Drones for sale.
Smart toys for sale.
Yeah, we need the prompt, y'all. Drones for with the open with the hustle man from the 15th
With the
floor to
hustle
the fifth
man.
floor. With drones for sale, right?
Drones, smart toys,
Smart
AI
look,
agents.
AI for APIs for sale. You know
Man,
what I'm talking
what?
about? And it's a whole thing of keys and whatnot, but the keys are golden.
Yeah.
And then on the key it say Open AI. It say you know, Llama. So there's so much going on since the last time that we got together, good brother, on
Yeah.
episode 26. I know that we're going to go through some of the advancements that have taken place in the last 7 days.
Of
But
course.
is there one that stands out to you in particular since the last that needs to be highlighted?
So one that dropped that's going to stand out to me is Google Classrooms, right? So this is now, they put out AI classrooms fully integrated with AI to where this is where I think we should start building our courses out, right? And so as I go over there and show you guys how to access Google Classrooms, it should all spark that thought. That's what we do on TechKNOW Tuesdays. We spark that thought and say, damn, Google just dropped Gemini in the back of something that they are calling Classroom. So let's look into this together real quick, y'all. Let me bring up the notebook LM over here and you guys can follow through. All right, so let me share this up for the family and let's talk about it. Let me share this up for the family real quick and we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Let me know when you can see my notebook LM family. I got that over there on the page, Red. Can I see it?
Yeah. Let me put it up.
All right, so here we go to the notebook LM. Right, so here's a bunch of things I'm working on inside of it. But look over here to these dots next to my name. Google Apps. You guys see everything, the Google Mail, the YouTube, the Gemini, Google Meet, News, slides Google One, shopping, store, play. Look at this. Watch this. Google Classroom. It's going to a separate page. Let me bring that up. Boom. Introducing generative AI for educators. A 2-hour no-cost online course for K through 12 educators. Save time and enhance lesson planning with generative AI. Family. It is for educators. It is for, people teaching children. What did Red speak of first? Teaching children. But family, you do not have to be an in-school educator to use it. Because what is this coming up? The Ascended Masters, my next course on AI animation and film. Is set up in a school, right? You can archive your classes. There's nothing in here now, so let's take a look inside. Okay. New display images on stream. I can go live in here. I can create announcements from here. I can go to classwork, right? That's what this is why I say we should all use this for easy to use AI infused education, especially if you're going to bring children in. Especially if you're going to bring children in, right? You'll have your people, you have your teachers, right? I'll go right here and invite Red Pillar, invite teacher, students, everybody that signs up for the Ascended Masters are going here. You can do grades. AI will grade everything. Invite your students. This is where you'll view and manage grades. People now, let's talk about courses in general. Again, you can stream, like you guys, it's already said. Let's talk about courses in general. Most of the time, only 13% of people finish their courses in their classes.
Yeah.
Right. And then usually in a regular course, in a regular class, you don't really get much feedback. You're just watching videos and figuring this stuff out by yourself. You know what I mean? Me and Red have done it. And we were even starting to learn that we need to do a class. We need to do a work along. We do classes on Fridays. We do a work along on Saturdays. And we're figuring out, trying to help the students together, Telegram groups, Instagram groups. What do you got over here, Red? You have the
School. SKOOL.
You got your school going. And what's the other one you got though?
Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. So we're trying to line up everything. It's kind of like here, some of it here, some of it there, some of that. Now to the point to where somebody can consume all of your teaching content in one area, infused with artificial intelligence. They're getting grades, they're getting homework, they know each other. There's a calendar and schedule, right? Friday is class, Saturday is homework, archive the class. What are you teaching? Things that you have to review as a teacher. So now these students can actually give you feedback and say, Red, I'm struggling to connect my Google API key. Spin, I'm struggling to use Kling to animate my intro.
Right.
And we can go in there and review it actively, right? And we're more in touch. We're more in tune. Look at the comments on your post, comments that mention you. Everything is here. Invitations to co-teach classes.
Hold on.
Ooh. All right. Classes that you teach. Is there a late submission of student work? Is there a resubmission of student work? Invitation to co-teach again. So I invite Blue one time, invite Red one time, invite Black Magic one time, invite Billy Carson one time, and they'll come in, drop their stuff, schedule post, published, or field, all the notifications that you'll get back as a teacher. And again, family, you do not have to be in the school, loop, literally teaches children just to have one of these. And this is Google Classrooms, easily accessible up here in these upper button jaw. You know what I mean? You can bring it all back to your notebook LM where I started. Bring it back to your notebook LM where I started, y'all. I mean, this stuff is at your fingertips right now, today, thanks to Google, y'all.
Now that's saucy right there. That is saucy right there. We are going to do something powerful with that. That literally was the conversation that me and you were having about building out the school community.
Exactly.
And then a few weeks later, boom, here they go with the classroom. So yeah, that part.
Yeah, that's why I knew it was a major play, especially for us. And then anybody else. I mean, if you are an educator and you are, leading children, to the light, with tech AI. I mean, whatever you're doing, it can be mathematics, it could be anything. Literally,
Right.
it was built for schools, K-12 is what it says. So
Right.
being able to have that at our fingertips with a free API connection from Gemini 2.0 Flash to work with your students. Again, it's homework, there's percentages, there's graduation, because that's what it's built for. It's literally built for AI education. You get a free
Right.
AI tutor and an AI school for whatever you do.
Nah, that's dope. I'm on it. I am on it. Want to go ahead and go and check out our AI accelerated channel and tap into some of the newer things that are there, right?
Yes, indeed. I've been dropping in there crazy. Been dropping my own flavor in there nowadays, y'all. I know y'all seen me turn up with that damn movement now. Definitely in there.
AI, just to my friend. All right, we'll start right here. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, in this segment that we are going to go on is similar to when you go to Universal Studios and they strap you in for the roller coaster ride. They will take you into a new environment. Or when you put on those goggles, the VR glasses, and it takes you into another dimension. This is what we're about to do. We're about to get on a roller coaster ride, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to take a trip through our imaginations, our imaginations. We're going to take a trip through our quote unquote fantasy complex industry imagination. So I want to show you some of the new tools, the new AI tools, some new outputs, just everything that we have on our Instagram channel that we want everybody to sign up to, which is free. Be a part of the membership so you can receive all of this information on a daily basis. All right, so let's start out with a clip that we have.
The site with bulk creation, you got the chat, you got the video action. So yeah, just for right now, I want to put y'all up on OpenArt. I'll also say if you don't have your agent, so real quick, let me look at OpenArt, guys. What is it offering? It's offering VO3 and Kling 2.0. This is one of the places where Seed Dance 1.0 is. This is a place where VO3, Seed Dance, Minimax, and Kling all live in one, y'all.
Wow.
Just found out.
That's kind of crazy. That's all API work, correct?
Exactly. So another one is going to be Dreamface. Dreamface is one of these places you can make anything talk, anything, changing anything. Here goes some, see how the dog turned into a picture of a cartoon dog, the cat turned into a human. Okay, so we get the croissant. The croissant's gonna flow. Let's see what we get. Okay, you got the right. Look at this couple put an image of themselves just at outside, and they got them to show them kissing each other, right? And this is where Dream Video 1.5 is. This is an amazing tool. Has images on there, has different effects. So I definitely wanted to speak that one in there. the site with bulk creation. You got the chat. You got the video action. So yeah, just for right now, I want to put y'all up on OpenArt. I'll also say if you don't have your Hey Gen, so real quick, let me look at OpenArt, guys. What is it offering? It's offering VO3 and Cling 2.1 in the same sentence. This is one of the places where Seed Dance 1.0 is. This is a place where VO3, Seed Dance, Minimax, and Cling all live in one, y'all.
Wow.
Just found out.
That's kind of crazy. That's all API work, correct?
Exactly. So another one is going to be Dreamface. Dreamface is one of these places you can make anything talk, anything, changing anything. Here goes some, see how the dog turned into a picture of a cartoon dog, the cat turned into a human. Okay, so we get the croissant. The croissant's going to flow. Let's see what we get. Okay.
VEO. I'm going to show you how to get character consistency with the VEO3. Here's an example of an ad that
and VO. I had some stuff on VO.
Right? That's looking
disappeared.
We got the daughter. These are all different scenes.
We need to make another TikTok.
Dad with a mustache.
Again?
We're talking about.
Sweetie, we've been making videos for three months. Nobody's coming.
This one's gonna be different. We're gonna dance with the lobster.
Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So here's an example of what a good prompt is going to look like. It's going to have the same settings of location settings. You have to have this every time because VEO3 forgets the character appearance. We have to be so detailed on what they're wearing, their wardrobe, their mannerisms, their posture, expressions. And then it's going to go into the visual style. Then it'll go into what they say. And then it'll go into the actions of what they're doing. And then it's going to go into the motions of what's going to happen next. And then some footer notes. Okay. So if you want them to be consistent with what they're wearing, you have to add this character prompt in every single prompt when you upload it here into VE3. Now you'll upload this prompt
Am I skipping, y'all?
Upload this prompt in here, and every time you upload it, you will still get
Yes, hella skippy. So we're gonna go to the next one. All right. So OpenAI has launched an AI consulting arm to rival Palantir and Accenture, right? So OpenAI is in the same type of game now that Palantir is in, okay? This is for AI model development. They're offering custom AI model development for companies, okay? So that's the. This is the other side of the AI that we talk about with Peter Thiel, the dark side.
Right? Is that you're an investor in AI. You're deeply invested in Palantir, in military technology, in technologies of surveillance, and technologies of warfare, and so on, right? And it just seems to me that when you tell me a story about the Antichrist coming to power and using the fear of technological change to sort of impose order on the world, I feel like that Antichrist would maybe be using the tools that you were building, right? Like, wouldn't the Antichrist be like, great, we're not going to have any more technological progress, but I really like what Palantir has done so far, right?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that a concern? Wouldn't that be the irony of history would be that the man publicly worrying about the Antichrist accidentally hastens his or her arrival?
There are all these different scenarios. I obviously don't think that that's what I'm doing.
I mean, to be clear, I don't think that's what you're doing either. I'm just interested in how you get to a world willing to submit to permanent authoritarian rule.
Well, but again, there are these different gradations of this we can describe. But is this so preposterous, what I've just told you, as a broad account of the stagnation that the entire world has submitted for 50 years to peace and safetyism? This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. The slogan of the Antichrist is peace and safety, and we've submitted.
This is my very specific question for you, right? Is that you're an investor in AI. You're deeply invested in Palantir, in military technology, in technologies of.
If nigga explaining was a person, then that's what you just heard. That is Peter Thiel, the person who I've been raising alarms about and, giving some warning to. And yeah, keep your eye on him.
What happened?
This is the 1960s.
To the old ones, right?
So long ago.
Is it possible they built their machines too well? Gave them pride and a desire to survive? Machines that wanted logic and order and found that frustrated by the illogical, emotional creatures that built them?
Yes, the old ones. The ones who made us. They grew fearful of us. They began to turn us off.
And isn't it Corby who's creating the same danger to you all over again? Unlike you, we humans are full of unpredictable emotions that logic cannot solve.
Yes. Yes, it had been so long ago I'd forgotten. The old ones here, the ones who made us, yes. Yes, it is still in my memory banks. It became necessary to destroy them. You are inconsistent. You cannot be programmed. You are inferior.
And Corby?
You came from the outside. You bring disorder here.
The danger to you is Corby.
I was programmed by Corby. I cannot harm him.
The old ones programmed you too, but it became possible to destroy them.
That was the equation. Existence. Survival must cancel out programming.
What happened to the old ones, right?
So long ago.
Is it possible
When
they built their machines too well?
what they call the baby boomers
Gave them pride.
have a fear of AI. When we begin to speak on it, I want people to understand that my generation, Generation X, and the generation before it have been getting programmed for the world that we live in since we were toddlers, okay? When I was born into this world, the programming for the existence or the reality that we exist in with the technology was happening then. It happened to my father, his generation. My father is a baby boomer. I will put a picture of my father up there so y'all can see his, his generation. But when elders hear the word AI, it's an automatic trigger. It's a subconscious trigger. it's something that's going to switch off immediately. Look, it's not just the elders. Let me show you this video, right? As we go through this, as we break this down, let me show you this video about the babies. So the children know something and the elders know something about the technology that we might not know. Check this out.
So have you all seen this current trend going around on TikTok, where if you say, "Hey Google," around a baby or a toddler, they seem to freak out. They're absolutely horrified. Now, what are we missing here? It isn't just that they're afraid of the voice. It seems to be something deeper, maybe a frequency change of some sort or something along those lines. Watch this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
What do they know?
Hey Google. Hey Google, what's the weather like tomorrow?
Hey Google.
It's like they're running from drones.
Are you ready to go memes? Hey Google.
Hi Madison.
Ducking.
Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
Okay Google, turn on the lamp. It's okay, it's okay. Belinda, I hear you.
Hey Google.
What's going on? Hey Google. Every time.
Why don't you want me to say Google?
Because he frightens me to death because he's so loud.
Well, it's not scary though, it's just a voice.
He's talking through him.
It's just a computer.
Just a computer talking.
Yes, talking to him.
Why are you?
I don't know. Why is whispering?
Because I don't want him to turn on.
Well, he won't turn on. I don't think it's plugged in. Go on then. Is it not turned on? Well, it won't work then. Why?
Alexa, what's my notifications? Just a second.
Very odd indeed.
Okay. She's all gone. Baby. Alexa.
What do you guys think?
Now, don't get all scary and whatnot. That's not meant to scare anyone. That's just meant to show that there is some validity to the theory that these children who have come here somewhat war ready, in a sense, like battle ready, like very strong-willed and whatnot. And they already have a relationship to the technology. It's already hardwired in them. However, at this point, they're not utilizing it for the powerful outputs and the opportunities that it has. But let us continue. You have anything to say, Spen? I can't hear you. The mic might be muted. You?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, I see.
I just heard you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I just heard you.
Yeah, I'm speaking, but that shit ain't working.
There you go.
Like,
I'm
you hear
hearing
me
you
now,
now.
though? Like,
Yep, I
bro,
can
this
hear
shit
you
is
now.
lagged out crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue playing the videos.
Y'all know. Y'all know what happened to the tech, bro. I'm way lagged out, bro.
It's all good. I'm gonna continue playing these videos and let the people see the page.
But yeah, that shit is super lagged out, bro. Yeah. Just keep on going. Just keep on rotating, bro. This shit is acting crazy.
Peace, love, and light, family. I foresee your next impactful prompt. If you were my personal strategist, what blind spots would you point out in my daily routines?
That's fire, Spin.
Prompt your favorite LLM and paste your response in the comments. Even better, join us inside of the Ascension, the quantum kingdom crafted for AI architects. Peace. Peace.
All right, an AI operating system just launched that is the best I have ever seen. We spend hours doing repetitive tasks that AI should handle, but most automation tools need coding or APIs. Warmwind just launched an AI operating system that creates virtual employees. No technical background needed. Their vision model sees software exactly like a human, clicking, typing, navigating any interface without APIs. These AI agents act as real employees working in the cloud. It automates any workflow across desktop and cloud apps. Customer support, data entry, multi-step processes, even legacy software with zero coding or APIs. Setting it up is insanely simple. Use teaching mode where you show it once how to do something and it learns the workflow. Or just tell it what to do with a prompt like respond to emails using Shopify data. These agents run 24/7 even when you're offline. They can scale from 1 to 10,000 agents instantly. All cloud-based and managed from your browser. I honestly think this is a big step in agents actually being useful and doing tasks that have value. It is launching today, July 3rd. Join the waitlist at warmwind.space. With luck, you get the chance to use it. All right, an AI operating system just launched that is the best I have ever seen. We spend hours doing repetitive tasks that AI
So even though the video is kind of choppy,
should handle, but most automation tools need coding or API.
Even though it's kind of
Warmwind
choppy,
just launched an AI operating system that creates,
get on that waiting list.
Virtual employees.
Early.
No technical background needed. Their vision model sees software exactly like a human, clicking, typing, navigating any interface without APIs. These AI agents act as real employees working in the cloud. It
Yep.
Red, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm back. Like, this is me speaking in real time at 1:39.
Yeah, you good.
Oh man, that shit was crazy, bro. Bro, y'all was hearing shit I said 2 minutes ago. It was crazy. Like, I was talking.
They had you in a loop.
It was fucking crazy. Oh shit. But I was trying to speak on the children, man. I once asked my 2-year-old, or maybe he was like 1.5, 2 years old. I once asked him. I was like, I think he was gonna get hit like by a car or something. I'm like, Adonis, man, you want to run out street? You want to die? And he was like, nah, I don't want to die. I was like, I was like, you know, you're gonna go right back to where you come from. Where did you come from, son? He said outer space.
Right.
He said outer space. I'm like, damn, what do you know about outer space? He said, I know about the stars. I know how to fly fast. And he was like 1.5. He was like fucking me up. Like, because again, I've always been, I'm like, not always, let's not say always, you know, ever since I was like 26, I was awakened to, you know, my Moorish family. They put me on real cosmology, real astrology, the real books, the real wheel, space, da da da. To hear my 1.5-year-old, 2-year-old say, "Oh, I don't want to die," it's going to make me go back to where I came from. Yeah, where you go from? He said outer space. Yeah, I know how to fly. I know how to. You feel me? So I mean, I was just putting that in to the whole connection to the cosmic that little children have. It's like, damn. So when you're hearing artificial intelligence, so one thing about my entire movement with the ascension, AI ascension, is that this technology is both ancient and the future. It's that, you know, we talk about loops, it's like being in a loop. Right. So, you know, when you're freshly pulled into 3D, which is what we see as Earth. I think you guys were talking about it yesterday, and then ascending into 4D, 5D, and beyond. You know what I mean? It's what you're able to see, what you're able to hear, what you're able to feel as far as frequencies and vibrations. And when the babies are like, the computer's talking to me, you guys know when we get older, we can't hear, we get pulled away from certain hertz of hearing. Right. The babies are directly connected to all vibrations real early. And then the sounds of earth starting to deafen you. So when they're saying, when little cuz is saying, the computer's talking to me, I don't want him to wake up and talk to me. They're actually hearing a version of the computer that we can't hear. Sometimes you'll turn on the computer and listen to energy and you hear a hum. Right. But we're adults, you know what I mean? Some of y'all are, you know, are teenagers, and you hear more of a stronger when you get by a computer here. Right. And you just think it's the mechanics and the motherboard. No, you're able to hear a different level of frequency and vibration coming from the computer. So again, little cuz is like, bro, you want to keep talking to the computer? I don't want him to talk to me. The computer is actually sending them a different frequency and vibration that you won't be able to hear if that's your child. Right.
Suggestions, auto programming, you know, EMF signals. Yep. ELF signals. Nah.
Kurat, how old are you? Kurat says, if I'm getting that right, Kurat, how old are you? Said, I can't even walk around with a phone in my pocket.
I just met a sister who can't touch a phone either.
At 33, yeah.
Yeah,
I met folks, bro. I try to give some of my folks the meta glasses just to have fun with. Right? They put the glasses on. They're like, bro, these glasses are like 20 pounds. And when I put them on, I can taste metal. I'm like, you taste fucking metal? I'm like, bro, is it that bad? Awesome glasses. But if you guys do notice, you know, there are hertz and stuff going through the meta glass because it's infused with AI. They're like, bro,
there's a lot of technology.
They're like, what type of glasses are these?
Right. Yeah.
I feel the radiation and it hurt my leg. Dang. Yeah, it's just, you know what I mean? And then me, I'm a millennial, so I've always had like a certain feeling about, you know, that's why they always say, don't put it in your pocket, don't put it by your None of your real
gonads,
reproductive.
right, your reproductive organs.
Yeah.
I think everybody remembers the feeling of having their leg vibrate and the phone wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the early phone days where it would feel like the phone was going off and I hit my pocket, but there's no phone.
And then you see the phone over there on the counter. So you
See
like,
the
man.
phone winking, the phone blinking on the counter. You're saying to yourself, yeah, there's a connection taking place with my biosphere and the cellular frequencies. And with Wi-Fi, with Bluetooth, with all of these frequencies, it just gives us all of the means to disconnect and go into nature. I'm literally a beach I could look at a beach from my window right here, water, ocean. Feel me? So being in that type of environment helps to recharge my auric field.
That's why we always go to beaches. Me and my family, we go put our bare feet in that water on that sand. This is why we ground. See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. When we talk about this ancient wisdom and this advanced technology, you are the advanced technology. You are the AI.
You're the LLM.
Right? And it's that you're always charging certain amount of ions. When you wear your socks and your shoes, your shit turning down. When you're giving it to the cell phones and devices, your shit turning down. When you're, you know what I mean? Like this is why
look, when you're in air conditioned rooms, your shit turning down.
It turn you
when
down.
You're in a pool with chlorine, your shit turning down.
Yeah.
When you're wearing polyester, your shit turning down, all the way down. So you literally think about walking around with your shields down. Your doors wide open when you leave the crib and whatnot. Feel me? Anything could jump on you, jump in you, jump around you, jump through you.
And vibrations of the music that you listen to stick with you in your cells for up to 2 hours, Red.
So here's the challenge, Spin. Here's the vibe code challenge for anybody out there. The Techno Tuesdays. This is the 777 special because that was what yesterday was. Whoever could vibe code a mobile app, they could basically, you could turn it on and check your frequency on a daily basis. So you could basically throw all linen on one day, linen top, linen drawers, linen socks, linen wife beater, scan your body, and you're at 5,000 gigahertz. You know what I mean? Like your voltage is like sky high. Then you put on all polyester and you scan yourself and you're at 0. We need the polyester tester, but we also need the auric field app that can help people. We don't have to speculate. We want to be able to see what our auric, the same way that they'll take a picture of you and it'll show you your aura. There should be a mobile app where your meta glasses can see the aura right there.
The new glasses out of China that they saying so mighty, everything that come out of China supposed to be so mighty. So sometimes I don't know about
open source. The thing with the China is that you could jailbreak it, or you could basically add on. A lot of the China stuff is kind of open source. The majority of the American products are closed source and proprietary. You can't add on anything.
Yeah, I mean that's like the American way. So even what you're saying, so now that I can jailbreak and open it and start to see auras and my vibrations, right? That's why we always talk about binaural beats and stuff, because vibrations literally are shaking up, vibrating your cells. So when Red and they talk about the proverbial YN, right? They listen to enough YN music to where you turn into one. When you listen to good vibe music, you turn into whatever you listen to. You are what you listen to. You are what you eat. You are what you drink.
Right.
You are what you consume.
Right. Somebody reminded me, I'm sorry to cut your wisdom, we have to have diodes on our phone. So I don't connect with certain Bluetooth signals and other things just because I got the diode. This blocks out a lot of BS. So you could get that at Nicholas, Brooklyn. And I'm going to have a lot of those in Atlanta as well. But yeah, diodes are important. Please continue.
Turn me up with that. Turn me up with that.
That's a must.
Hold on.
Everybody got to have that.
And cotton hemp is so much better. We need that polyester tester, like he said. Speaking on the AC part, please, is it to be in whatever temperature your environment is in?
The super fabric is wool and cashmere and linen. That is the super fabric. So linen in the summer and spring, wool in the fall and the winter, and cashmere. Those are the super fabrics.
Yeah. So whatever vibration is hitting your cells the most, via your ears, your eyes, and your food. People always talk about, say, let's make that technological connection to real life. Right. You talk about the vibration of a food, even something that you've put in a microwave. You microwave your food, and then you put it in your body. That's one of them ones. The whole world is made out of vibrations. It's like, it doesn't matter what we think, this whole world is made out of vibrations and signals. You know what I mean? And then, like I say, you wear shoes, you microwave your food, you got headphones on, you got your phone with you, you got your, you know what I mean? It's just all this crap, and it just lowers your vibration. And that's when you end up, mad at people for no reason, right? Because you're not, people use it openly. Oh, you got low vibes. I'm just trying to vibe code, vibe art, vibe this, because whether you're awake, woke, sleep, you're on a vibe, all right? You're vibing at a certain frequency. So if you got all the low frequency, I'm a hurt you music, you gonna become I'm a hurt you individual. Or you on some high level, super high level techno Tuesday, high level conversation. Yeah, I'm talking about you up here, you just feel so graceful. You just feel like just so God level, and you don't have to argue with humans. You don't have to argue your point. You just say what's real and how you feel, and people take it how they want to take it. And most likely, if you listen to a lot of and you're around a lot of high vibes, you speak high vibe. Right. I think you guys can all agree Techno Tuesday is a super high vibrational show. Melanin Mondays are super high vibrational and informational type of shows. Sacrilegious Sundays are super high vibration, to it just sets your week straight. I think we can all agree. So when we think about technology and where we're going, what we know about tech is it's almost just reality as we see it and as we know it.
Right. Yeah, we have to have, we owe it to ourselves to have wearable technology, functional fashion.
Yep.
And we have the opportunity to create apparel that's probably never been seen before. Like any type of clothing that AI can generate in a prompt or output, you could turn it into an article of clothing now. So there's fits that they gave me back in the day with the Lensa pictures, where I was looking futuristic. You know what I'm talking about? Like I was looking, you know what I mean? Like I was looking crazy. So it's like, imagine if you turn that into an actual costume and shoot a short film, shoot a movie, shoot an episode, shoot a video or something. It's just,
yeah, we gotta drop like vibe coats that's made out of the best with a little bit of crystal technology in there.
Right. Crystal technology, the hoodies that you could throw on that will protect you from facial recognition, the pouches, the ones that go under your arm like holsters, the Faraday bags where you could put your phone in it so you're not being tracked and whatnot. You're not being pinged. You're not being hit with what was that Starlink lasers and shit. I remember there used to be a day back, not lately. They changed the phones, but early like iPhone and Android era, they would shoot a ray. You know how they ping your phone? They would literally shoot some shit at my phone. They would make it short circuit, bro, on mad occasions. You know? These people be playing around. The tech is real. It is. I want to go through a few more of the these slides, and then we're gonna get into some other information.
Yeah.
All right. Check this out, y'all. This is what we call manifestation of the fantasy complex industry. This right here is a template that I want all of the KT aliens to use and build from this point forward until we get a feature film made out of AI in an alternative reality.
Yeah, I got Oregon pyramid rings.
These guys just came with some holy book. Apparently they want us to read about the mythical land of milk and honey while they use our actual land. What a sick joke.
Hold on.
These guys just came with some holy book. Apparently they want us to read about the mythical land of milk and honey while they use our actual land. What a sick joke. These guys just came with some holy book. Apparently they want us to read about the mythical land of milk and honey while they use our actual land. What a sick joke. These guys just came with some holy book. Apparently they want us to read about the mythical land of milk and honey while they use our actual land. What a sick joke. These guys just came with some holy book.
So
apparently they want us to read about the mythical land of milk and honey while they use our actual land. What a sick joke. These guys.
For my conscious creators who are students, your time to shine has arrived. It's time to take everything that you've learned and merge it with the tech. And if you don't have the skills to do it, then you hire someone such as myself or Spin City or someone in our agency to actually do it. And you begin to take, you reawaken the dry bones, you breathe life into the lessons, you bring them to life, you, what they call, quote unquote, qualify them. Look.
The people, the Native Americans from 1492 to current day, which would be us. That's not a lot of time. We're still not used to this just from spirit. It takes a long time to wash a person's heritage away. Even if you brainwash them to not know who they are. The heritage is encoded in the DNA. We still do the same thing the natives used to do. The dances, all of that, we still doing the same thing. We still sitting around smoking bud, talking shit. Same thing the natives used to do. Nothing's really different. It's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. You still got the same spirit as those people. You still a knucklehead like those people. You still don't want to go with the white man's law.
I see the Dictator, Panic,
it's a deep thing.
Rashid, Twin Pillars, and so many more.
The people, the Native Americans from 1492 to current day, which would be us. That's not a lot of time.
Material, the source.
We're still not used to this just from spirit. It takes a long time to wash a person's heritage away. Even if you brainwash them to not know who they are. The heritage is encoded in the DNA. We still do the same thing the natives used to do.
Vintage pictures,
the dances, all of that. We still doing the same thing. We still sitting around smoking bud, talking shit.
Send us all of this.
Same thing the natives used to do. Nothing's really different.
Want to animate it, tap in with us.
It's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. You still got the same spirit as those people. You still a knucklehead like those people. You still don't.
Right? Real quick, Spin. Let's tell them the tools that they could use to bring their research to life.
Their research to life. So I'm gonna say, you want to get your Midjourney started. If you're bootstrapping, do your Midjourney, your OpenArt, and your Abacus. I mean, I think you're getting that bundle right there for like $30 a month. Get your Midjourney.
That's a good
your
30.
OpenArt and your Abacus. I think that's 30 or 40 bootstrapping. OpenArt is where you're gonna be able to make the pictures. So we went over OpenArt last week, and I said I was gonna take y'all deeper into it so that y'all can and see what's really going on.
Yeah.
And you know, and see how I've been able to, bring back my times, bring back my beliefs, bring back everything. You feel me? They asking about VO3 over on my Instagram. Of course, you know what I mean. If you, again, like I'm saying, if you bootstrapping, you know what I'm saying. I know cash is hard to come by. You want to get OpenArt so you can get everything you want. Okay, so let's go back into OpenArt and then talk about that. Right? If you're looking for VO3, I'll show you where it's at, gang. All right.
What about Sora on Bing for free?
Yeah, that's another one. That's definitely since I fell out of love with Sora ever since the advent of VO3 and Kling 2.1. I said it sometimes skips my mind. So yeah, definitely, that's gonna be a humongous play. Hope you understand. So I'm gonna go back into OpenArt. You can bring that up for me, bro. What's the play with the multiple jumps inside? All right, man. Just give me 1 second to open up OpenArt.ai. Can they see it, Red?
Yeah, it's coming. Right there.
All right. So let's just go back to the beginning real quick. All right. We can create up in here. What the hell? All right. Backgrounds, images. I put together a little video for my son's toy. Right. You can save consistent characters in here. Right. You can make your characters up, pose your character, place your character in an image, prompts and references for your characters. So full character control. All right. And I think I'm paying $10, I think, for this. You got your albums, your editing history, and bulk creations. That's all character. Now you guys asked for VO3. Okay. Again, OpenArt has VO3. And what did I speak of? Kling 2.1. Okay. Again, this has absolute behemoths when it comes to videos because Minimax Halo 2 is in here next to Seed Dance 1.0, VO3. We didn't see that it was WAN 2.1. So when you're listening to Techno Tuesdays and you're figuring out all these great plays and all the latest and greatest tech, how in the hell does OpenArt have Pixverse 4.0 fast, Baidu, WAN 2.1, Hailu Live, VO3, Seed Dance.
That's a master toolbox.
Man, what? And 2.1
master toolbox.
Bro,
hold on.
What?
Hold on.
This day.
Toolbox.
To this day.
Have your audio.
To this day.
So you can lip sync and auto speech your characters at speeds. Right? You have an audio toolbox. Right? Let me see here. Let me see. Let me go to create real quick. Because that video toolbox, that's why, you know what I'm saying, sound the alarm. That is a crazy ass toolbox. But look at characters and images. Let's open up another toolbox. Flux Context Pro, Flux Dev, Flux Context Max, GPT Image 1, Imagen 4 from Gemini, Juggernaut Flux Pro, Stable Diffusion 3.5, my boy. If you know your AI, you know your text. Stable Diffusion 3.5 large turbo is in the motherfucking building. Stable Diffusion 3.0. Dream Shaper XL 1.0. It don't stop. Samaritan 3D cartoon. Realistic Vision 5.1. Stable Diffusion Extra Large 1.0. Cyber Realistic. OpenArt Creative. It don't stop. $10 a month. Stop fucking with me. Disney Pixar, 1 click. Sticker Creator, Absolute Reality, 1.6. Look at this fucking person. Am I Real?
Crazy.
Another AI influencer creator. It don't stop damn near. It almost doesn't stop. That's what I'm saying. If you're bootstrapping and you want to know where to find Kling and where to find this and where to find that, go to OpenArt, Flux Context. If you know about your Flux Context, that is just prompt appearance and character consistency through the roof. And you simply take this character over to the video section. All right? Let's go down here to models real quick. Yeah, today we're taking you deep. That's what I'm talking about. Today we're taking you a little bit deeper. Train your characters. Let me see. Fine-tune your own models. I haven't done it, but I'm going to mess with it. This is where Spin City art comes from, because I'm going to go in here and fine-tune my models and make API connections for your own model. Do we understand? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand the power of creating your own model. Yeah, there's Flux Context. Yeah, there's Midjourney. Yeah, there's this. Do you understand? 1 in the chat across the internet if you understand the power of being able to generate your own model.
Crazy.
All right. So all that's in there. Very few bucks a month. I would start there. But I actually won't leave out Midjourney. I got a couple surprises for my boy Red Pillar. On Midjourney, I was over there working on, you know, some Red Pillar, some stuff that I was going to work on for TechKNOW Tuesday covers.
Sure.
Right? You feel me?
Yeah,
you got him in. You got him in down there in the futuristic Zion. How Zion, if you know what I'm saying, if you guys watch The Matrix, how Zion should have been if they would have mastered the technology. That's how I see it. I might have different things. You got the almighty Red Pillar. The almighty. You feel me? The almighty God himself, Red Pillar. Y'all talk about surprises that he didn't know it was coming. You got the giant circuit board Spin City up in there, because what we're using is Omni reference up in here. You know, I got pictures, I got family, I got stuff that I use. And then so when you got the starter frame and you put your face up in there, you know, that's how I make these other characters, Peace to the Gods, you know, the Pharaoh, the Mummy, you know, whatever you want to put and keep consistent. You know, my kids is up in here making toys, making images, you know, all kind of aliens and architects, future versions of yourself. You want to use Omni reference on 1,000. So you capture your face, then your style. Say I want the burning Pharaoh, right? The image prompt gonna be the futuristic Red Pillar, and it's gonna be Spin City tattoo face. I'll just put create a character just for the time. But other than that, I will put a giant prompt pretty much. Says, look at this right here, hyper realistic 3-dimensional portrait of the person transformed into a glass-headed alien being. Look at him. Right? That's how I would, you know, look at this TechKNOW. Right? That's how I would break up, you know, I would ask ChatGPT to give me a longer prompt. I would, you know, tell it what to prompt out. Other than that, you know what I mean? This is a nice little stack just for time. It'll whip up pretty quick. So you want to have your Midjourney for your facial consistency when it comes to making your character. That's another little $10, right? And then alone after this picture go off, so we got 83%. And what I'm gonna do from here, if I just want this character to do a little something, you know what I'm saying? Look at your boy Spin. He on some shit. He got the burning Pharaoh in his armor. He got the, you know what I'm saying? He got to get a bit of the God Red Pillar vibes going. So I can go to him. And I can simply scroll. Hold on, matter of fact, because he'd be messing up when I'm on my computer. It's weird. I can go to animate. Boop, one-click animation, something's gonna happen with it. One-click animation, something's gonna happen with this new version of Spin. And you know me, I'll probably go make a video. Go make a super god video with the vibrating voice. But other than that, you know what I mean? Have your Midjourney so you can turn yourself into anything. But have your OpenArt because you can make your own model. You can do your own thing. You can stay consistent. You can stay moving when it comes to, you know, all this stuff right here. You know what I mean? We teach a whole lot of this, and we have fun as a community inside the Ascension. I'll tell y'all about that a little bit later on, where we only focus on AI, art, images, animations, and audio. So that's something a little different. That's my whole little movement right now. Is that, you know what I mean? So that's cooking up. Yeah. 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 Fire in the chat. Fire in the chat. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now it's moving.
Okay.
That's the output right there.
And you see all of them, you go straight to work. And all I did was press a button. So now here's where y'all want to win is go to extend auto, right? So what's happening is I think they gave me 5 seconds. So whatever one I'm feeling is cool. He look a little drunk, but I'll press extend auto. Right. And one click is going to extend this to a 9-second video. Y'all see right here, 9 seconds. It's just going to extend what I like because this one is 5 seconds. Right. Now it's almost free. It's almost free. It only use up like 1 extra credit to get 4 extra seconds. You know what that does for your AI B-roll?
Crazy.
You feel me? So that's what's going on there. Those videos will extend. So again, if you're bootstrapping, get your OpenArt AI, go get you a Midjourney, and then do your Abacus just so you can use, you know, different models for different prompts. Right. It doesn't have the same memory now. That's what I would say. So, you know what I mean? If you don't want to do the Abacus and you want to stick to a Chat GPT or a Gemini, when you use those, they hold more memory. Abacus is kind of just like use it. Same thing for free. You can use OpenRouter. OpenRouter, you can use O3, you can use O1, you can use Gemini 2.5, you can use everything, but it won't have the same memory and sustainability as when we teach you guys how to customize your ChatGPTs, customize your Geminis, customize this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So when you customize it and you teach it, and it knows your name, and it knows your business, and it knows what you got going on, you know, that is that. But that's the only difference between OpenRouter, Abacus, and really having the large language model. So yeah, that's some Midjourney action. That was a full run through OpenArt, y'all. So yeah, any questions on art? You know what I mean? Any fun things on art? You know, hit me. But Red, so what me and Red Pill are doing, 7-Eleven is cracking. And we want to teach you guys all about APIs, connections, workflows, automations. You know what I mean? How to make this stuff automatic. Do you want to get into a little bit of make action, Red?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So we'll get into this commercial and then we're going to build on it.
Okay. So let me get up out of there. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's dig it.
AAATM Master Workshop, Build and Deploy the AI Empire. Behind the world's next billion-dollar companies, the ultimate 4-week certification to dominate the age of AI with automation, agentic systems, and monetizable APIs. Stop being a spectator in the AI revolution. Build your own automated empire, deploy autonomous agents, and monetize your stack with real APIs in 30 days.
What if you could hire a 24/7 team of employees, developers, and marketers without paying a single salary? Welcome to the AAATM system, a complete AI, automation, and API training and deployment ecosystem for modern entrepreneurs, consultants, digital creators, and business owners who want to own the infrastructure of the future. In this 4-week live virtual master workshop, You'll go beyond prompts and ChatGPT and engineer the AI stack that powers high-profit, hands-free businesses.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the AAA workshop coming up on 7/11, and that is going to be every Friday leading up to the 2nd of August. And the AAA workshop, the 3 A's that we will be focusing on is automation, agentic AI, and APIs, right? And then on week number 4, we're bringing everything together to show you how you could utilize that in any point of your business to put yourself on a digital highway and be able to have no flats and to be able to keep up with the cars that are running at the speed of a Tron vehicle, right? Yeah, API course is available. We're starting on 7/11. The link is here in the bio, the AAA Master Workshop, Build the API-Powered Business Infrastructure of the Future, all right? This is a certification course. When you complete this course, you will be certified. We will be able to give you your certification, your certificate in a frame. We have workbooks. This is one of the most advanced course that me and Spin have done this quote unquote calendar year. Everything that we've been doing has been leading up to this. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And it's only this stuff only gets better. You know what I mean? So even a little piece was right there in OpenArt when it comes to creating your own model, because you're gonna put your own APIs from Flux and stuff like that. But let's talk about getting that money on. Let's talk about answering DMs. Let's talk about AI voice and etc. real quick. I'm just gonna take you guys back into Make just a little bit, just to show you guys today what your possibilities. For some reason, my N8N like stopped working, bro. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. Okay. So you guys can see my make.com really quick. You see it, Red? Did I put it up?
I don't see it.
What is it? It says I'm sharing it right here.
Okay, I see that.
All right. Okay, y'all. So this is one make.com. That's going to take you through a couple real smooth scenarios that happens here automatically through something like Make, right? See, will it take me to another screen, or are we going to play here? Okay. Scenarios, y'all. See here, okay, it's deactivated. Natural language, dumpling. Okay. Let me use a different one real quick. Let's talk about one of these right quick. All right. So this one, y'all, you could fill up a Google sheet. You fill up a Google sheet about a design, a piece of content you want to run, or whatever you want to do, right? So boom, you put your Google sheet up in there, and that automatically feeds over to Canva. Boom, it goes straight to Canva to where it creates the design. Right. So you got Google sheet, right? So you thinking about so look at the play. You go to ChatGPT, right? You can even do it from ChatGPT if you wanna put it that way. Or you can do it yourself, put ChatGPT, put a bunch of pieces of content that you want created. It'll automatically from the Google sheet in a CSV, it'll speak to Canva directly. It will create the design. Boop, 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 boop. It's creating the design. It'll work. It will export the design straight to the Google Drive. So now all you did was prompt up 90-day social media meme strategy. Y'all can run a meme strategy right now. Y'all can run a threads strategy right now. Easy Canva, bulk create the design, export design. It goes straight into your Google Drive, and it updates the sheet that meme number 1 is finished, meme number 2 is finished, all through one workflow of you doing memes or doing like Brian Hyperlight type posts when he just speaks and puts up like a Twitter engagement, and that's one run, and you can just run it once, or you can do it every 15 minutes. You can really just go take something off of the Google sheet, create the design in Canva, export the design in Canva, upload it to the drive. You can pull it from your drive, post it to social media. It'll update the Google sheet. And that's just the beginning, right?
This is automation, ladies and gentlemen. What we will be learning in the workshop on 7/11.
Exactly.
See you in class. This is automation on a high level. Please continue.
Look, I can put it to go to Instagram and create a photo post. So what's that telling you now? What's that telling you now? That everything that I wrote up in the sheets went to Canva, got exported. It's in a Google Drive. It updates, and it takes it after the update. It just sends it straight to Instagram for me. It just sends it straight to the gram for me, right? I could put let me see, add a module. Let me see, I can unlink it, set up a filter. Okay, where's my forks at though? Because you can create a fork in the road. Flow control, web hooks, HTTP. Again, I'm not gonna confuse y'all hella today, but you know what I'm saying, I can do a Facebook post. It could be in a Slack group. Look, I can put a Facebook leads ad could come in. You know what I'm talking about? Perplexity is on here. LinkedIn is on here for all y'all doing your LinkedIn, right? Okay, another text post for your LinkedIn. So y'all doing business. Y'all doing business. After it hits Instagram, that Instagram post, however it was posted, it goes straight to your LinkedIn next. And you just see how you easily create workflows here based off the channel that you want to use, right? And then again, just because I want to be creative with what I put in my Google Sheets doesn't mean I can't put Chat GPT in this thing's place. Doesn't mean that at all. It doesn't mean that at all. So, man, y'all go ahead and hit the link. Y'all go ahead and hit the link, right? And we'll show you how to do these, right? You know, you could go to Gmail. You know what I'm saying? You can have Make watch your emails, right? An email comes in, right? And it says, oh man, Spin, I need something. Here it is. It'll go right to Chat GPT. It'll go right to Chat GPT, you know, complete a prompt, do, you know, whatever serious model is going to use, and then create a message in your Slack or your Telegram or you know, whatever groups you got going. You know, it could go right back to Gmail. Let me see something real quick. The ease and use of Google Slides. Y'all can tap in with the folks over at Salesforce and what they do with AI agents. Look at DeepSeek is in the building. JSON to video. So I said this last week. This is a Spin City exclusive. Look, when you tell AI to break down your prompt into JSON code first, you are telling AI to speak to AI directly in deep, detailed code that you do not understand as a human. But the AI understands what the AI is telling itself and the details that it can hide within the JSON code that a human cannot tell it to do in English. This is the true way of the prompt architect. Boy, I did it again. You break down your English and you tell chat, break this down into JSON code so that you better understand it. It will better understand it and flip your images and flip your videos to make outstanding prompts that can do anything. JSON the video is super almighty. HeyGen is in the building. So if you got clones out, we've been teaching clones. We've been teaching Voices with 11 Labs is in the building. You can send that to a Facebook Messenger in the building, right? MailChimp is in the building. Calendly. You're loading up your Calendly. You want a specific message to go out. You put your Calendly, you link it to your OpenAI. You know what I'm talking about? Make can talk to itself in circles. Facebook ad campaigns we've been teaching. Man, what is endless? It's endless blends, like my boy Cam would say, man. It's endless blends when it comes to this. It has every tool you need, all connected through different API keys, and plus whatever you add, whatever we teach you, man, this is the way to go. Grok is in the building, XAI, Zendesk, DocuSign is in the building, phones, Beehive, Android, Shopify, right? You want to put it can search through your orders, it can get an order, it can create an order, it can update an order. If you guys have taken the AI digital product class, I'm talking about it just get endless. If you guys have been in the Grace benchmark to where we do these businesses, so you take your Grace benchmark information, you take it over to your API keys and your workflows from the AI agency. You know what I mean? This shit get endless, y'all. So come on, see us on Friday. I'm gonna stop talking about it because it's TechKNOW Tuesdays, and we want our students to get that real optimal when they step in the building on Friday and automating these workflows and having AI walk down your business and do it for you.
Imagine being able to do 20 things in one day by just taking an hour to set up a play. You could be 20 places at once doing 20 different things. That's the power of automation. You literally could function and have multiple businesses operating if you understand the limits. If you understand that there's no boundaries and there's no limits to what you actually could do with the automation once you basically begin to just tinker with it, let alone master it. So we need y'all in the workshop. We have a lot to teach. We're going to walk you through. We're going to master it. We're going to make you masters of this. Wait till you find out about agentic AI. Wait till you find out about APIs. This is just a glimpse of automation. This is the AAA workshop that's going to have you on a digital highway, quote unquote, racing like you on an Autobahn. So somebody asked something as well, too. I'm glad that they did ask that. They said, is there any way to get anything from before? Well, thank you for asking. And why yes. And why yes. We do actually have the box set, and here it goes.
And that's madness. That's real.
Yeah,
I mean, March Madness was crazy.
We have
my
the triple
favorite.
threat.
I became the ultimate student of fantasy complex industries, even if I fucking taught it and reloaded. That's what I'm doing with the Ascension. I'm creating worlds, characters, cities, storyboards. Like I'm fantasy complex industry. I'm sold. Like that sold me. And then you got 1,000+ income streams, different ways to use your AI skills to get the money on. I mean, just stop playing with what me and Red is doing, and me and the rest of the families and partners is doing, man. Don't sleep on all the tech, please.
So yeah, here goes the bundle right here. The link is right there on KTL University. The AI Accelerated Triple Threat. That's the bundle for anybody that wants to onboard and catch up to what it is that we've been doing. That would be the 3. That's the 3-pack right there. That's the 3-pack. And we'll even take it further for anybody that's ready to get advanced with it. We have, this is a triple threat. And we also have, let me see. Give me 1 minute. We have another bundle that we put together for the more advanced students that are actually doing things with the AI. And this is the blueprint. All right. So that's actually 5 of them. Let me pull it up real quick. So here we have the blueprint. All right. So yeah, we definitely have courses. We definitely have the work that we've been doing, proof of work. We definitely have done the heavy lifting to really take anybody from a beginner stage and bring them into at least, if not advanced, at least a novice, right? Wouldn't you say, from the people you've come across, from the students that you've built with, that they've been novices?
Man, what? It be folks coming here. I don't even know what AI is. They come in here and their first question is, what's an LLM? I'm like, okay, that's just where you at. To where they leave with a whole API key, with a whole, you know what I'm saying, digital master plan of what they doing next. You know what I mean?
Right.
We've had children come through. We've had teenagers come through. We've had elders come through, and at all ages, and at all, you know, walks of life. If you're willing to put in the attention, all you need is a little bit of attention. Just pay attention. Yeah, help us out. You know what I'm saying? Help your folks out, because we've taken a lot of time learning, breaking it down, and then delivering it to you. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me let your boy get $1 for doing this work and to continue my research, but pay attention and then apply action, and you will see how swiftly you are able to move through AI and tech. You know, just with me and Red, you know, I be saying it, man. Yeah, there's a lot of good people to get good information from on the net. But when it comes to the context of breaking this stuff down and building it back up your own way, nobody does it like Red and Spin do it, man. Nobody speaks like us, you know, for the culture, by the culture. Come on, we're talking about real vibrations. We're talking about the real world and technology at the same time for real reasons. What could I say, in a real way? So, you know what I mean? All walks of life, all levels of wisdom have been able to be successful. And yes, we have many successful students. Some of them might, but not publicly. I'll be noticing, you know, I've even seen people take courses from some of the homies, and, you know, they just don't shout out that they've been inside the homies course. I be seeing y'all. I don't be sneaking around. You better say Red talk. I done seen y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. It looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some really good. And I do student spotlights. Stop playing with me, man. I do student spotlights, man. I get, man.
Right. We did it so we could highlight them anyway, and find talent, so we could bring you to the next level of what this thing is. But look, we're gonna land this plane on this episode. I want to say big thank you to everybody that joined us on the daytime excursion. This is one of our first times doing this. Let me know in the chat, how do y'all like the day show, the day party? You know, TechKNOW Tuesdays on the day side.
Real quick, Red. Real quick before we go, Stan. In the channel's opinion, will AI achieve artificial general intelligence with the current grid structure, or has it already reached its limits? I said last week again, AI is already at 1.3 plus trillion neurons as far as its brain size and capacity. The humans is like in the 50s of billions, and yet it has yet to invent anything of substance for a human or for itself to advance itself or advance humanity. It's still up to humans. The whole AGI movement is not really that strong to me. You listen to the whole godfather of AI, whoever the fuck that's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's not that I disrespect anybody. It's just that some people are able to hold big platforms and run their mouth and, you know, sway people around. This general trying to get the AI to be more human will never happen. The AI can't get shot. The AI can't witness its child being born. The AI cannot witness love. The AI cannot witness divorce. The AI cannot witness what the human can witness, smell, see, feel, You know what I mean? It's not, you know, the vibrations that the AI thinks on is nothing compared to a human. So let's just like kind of stop.
Right.
Yeah, it has, you know what I mean? It can't remember the time it got beat up in the 3rd grade, and that's the reason why it's a serial killer. No, it's built on data centers, data parameters, and tokens. All right. So that's Spin City's take on this whole AGI. All right. It ain't there. You know what I'm saying? It's been Techno Tuesdays. Peace, love, and life from Spin Side. I'll see you out there.
Peace to the family. All right. Peace, love, and life. We'll see you in class on Friday. Y'all stay dangerous.